Right, good morning everyone. Well, it's morning for us, whatever time of the day it is for you. Hi, I'm Dee, this is Pete. We've got an hour of yin yang together, and today's class, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to start with our yin as we normally do, move into our dynamic yang as we normally do, but then we're going to actually come back to yin. So we're heading towards quite an advanced yin posture, but later on we'll condition the body first. So we're going to get straight into it with the caterpillar pose. So utilising your bolster, if you don't have a bolster, then you'll need like a rolled up blanket, thick blanket, or a couple of pillows even. You want to bring the bolster underneath your knees, bottom on the floor, then lean forward over your legs. How you lean forward's up to you. So you can just hang your head. You can use your hands to rest your head in, or you can cross your forearms and rest your forehead on your forearms. Just allow your whole body to kind of melt over your legs. And as you sit in this pose, asana literally translates to sit. So as you sit in this pose, start to turn the mind into that meditative experience that our vinyasa practice is, moving meditation. The value and the importance of turning the mind in is like you brush your teeth every day. Well, I hope you do. Like you have a shower every day, or at least most days. It cleans, it keeps the body clean. Turning your mind in to meditation, whatever style or form of meditation you choose, turning your mind in is an opportunity to cleanse the mind, so then we can see our worlds clearer. The number one reason why we meditate is because the mind causes cause and effect karma. And for us to reach enlightenment that the sages and the yogis talk about, we have to clear our karma. The only way we can do that is through meditation. Starting to train the mind, to clear the mind, to cleanse it, just like you brush your teeth, just like you wash your hair. Without it, the mind is a bit dirty, a bit clouded. And then we see the world through those clouds of conditionings. And I had a really intense aha moment that I'm really grateful for. I was on my walk, out for a walk the other day, and my mind kept recalling a scenario that happened in the past that it was clinging onto, and it was someone had treated me pretty poorly, and my mind was really grappling with it and upset by it, and it kept reminding me of it. And so as I was walking and breathing and just noticing, okay, that's what my mind's banging on about today, I had a big aha moment of, oh, that was meant to happen. I was meant to go through that because that was clearing karma. That was karma that was owed back to me from this life or previous, from intentional or even non-intentional thoughts, deeds, actions, words. That person that treated me really poorly was supposed to happen because my karma's been cleared. And so now it's my ego in my mind that's clinging onto it, that's upset by it. And I felt this weight lift, and I felt this wave of gratitude as well. I was really grateful that it actually happened, because it means there's one less karma that has to play out in my lifetime. Not to say there's probably 5,000 more, but at least that one has been lifted. That's the cleansing effect. Swami Vivekananda says that every work that we do, every movement of the body, every thought that we think leaves such an impression on the mind. It's what we call conditioning. Meditation cleanses the conditioning. You're going to lay back in Shavasana. So just start to unravel yourself, straighten out through the spine, and then lie back flat. Keep the bolster over the legs though. No, other way around. Keep the legs over the bolster. A similar pose, but this time it's standing. We call it dangling. So slowly help yourself up. It's a form of ragdoll. So if you don't have any props, you don't need them necessarily. Come to a standing position on your mat. If you've got a bolster, bring your bolster in now. Option 1, your head rests on the edge of the bolster. Option 2, the bolster can come into your belly and you just hang over the bolster. Option 3, there's no bolster needed, ragdoll. There is another option where if you have a wall close by, you can bring your feet away from the wall, bottom on the wall, and then hang over in your ragdoll, or if you're utilising your bolster as your prop, then you can hang over it. Dangling is the name of the pose. So see if you can do just that. Let your upper body dangle. Let it release. And as you do that, cleanse the mind. Turn it in. Focus it. Focus it on breath. Maybe even visualize with every breath, it's like you're sweeping out the mind. Giving it a good cleanse, a good clear out. Every thought creates cause and effect. Every thought, every word, every action has a circumstance. Has to play out. That's the law of karma, and it's such a subtle. Karma's like gravity. It's so basic and so subtle that we don't even really notice it. But every thought you think, every word, every deed, it has a consequence. Starts in the mind. The mind is the beginning of the law of karma, cause and effect.
breaths here. Now don't stand yourself up, just use your hands on the floor, move the bolster out of the way and come down into a kneeling position or a seated position. This is going to take us into child's pose, but use your bolster or your blanket, pillows, whatever you have. So knees to the outside edge of your mat, big toes come together behind you. Bring the bolster in between your legs. Bring your torso onto the bolster. Pick a cheek, close your eyes, arms out in front, underneath or wide, whatever's suitable for you. Close your eyes.
What if from now on, every wrong done to you or every situation that your mind looks at as dislike or not good, what if we viewed it now from the perspective of karma? That was meant to happen, it was meant to play out, to be cleared. We don't have to analyze it. The buddhi, the intellect, wants to then analyze it and say, okay, well, what did I do to deserve such treatment? Or, what did I do for that to happen to me, blah, blah, blah. But what the yoga tradition teaches us is that, one, it might not have been intentional. So you might have unintentionally cut someone off in traffic, not even realize that you've done it, but it's karma from your actions that needs to be played out. And so then you would have got cut off by someone and then maybe reacted to that going, what did I do to deserve that? Not realizing that unintentionally you had already done it before. So this was your karma being played out for you. And it's cleansing. Like we clean the plaque off our teeth by brushing our teeth every day. Same goes with karma. Each time something happens, it's karma being cleansed. And the more we meditate, the less karmas we create in the future, because the mind's not reacting. The mind becomes cleansed and clear, and so we're not causing more karma to happen. And in fact, through the meditative experience, that real subtle connected meditation experience clears karma so they don't have to get played out in our lives. It's cool. And it's another gift from this great tradition, this great practice. If you have a cheek on the bolster, you might like to swap it over to the other side. Just for these last 5 breaths. We're going to move through some cat-cows now. So lift yourself up off the bolster, roll your bolster out of the way, or whatever prop you're using, just pop them off to the side. You'll need it again later, so keep it within reach. From all fours, start mobilizing your spine. Exhaling back of the ribs to the sky, inhaling front of the ribs to the floor, taking a side stretch or a thread the needle, a rotation, or anything else you feel the body needs, just for these sort of 3 to 5 breaths. Just before we start moving more dynamically now. Once you feel appropriate, ready, start to move into your downward facing dog. Make sure you set your hands up, shoulder width apart at least, wider if you're a bit tight in your shoulders, and really spread your fingers out, grip the mat with your fingertips. Send your sit bones up towards the sky and start to pedal out through your heels. Core on now. Pelvic floor, pit of the belly, your 2 central bandhas, slight tuck of the chin, lengthening through the spine. Lengthening and moving energy through the spine. That's what those core contractions do. So when you pull the pit of the belly in, lift the pelvic floor, it contracts deep muscles around your spine to 1, keep it safe, but 2, to move energy. It's like a flushing effect, a cleansing effect. Everything we do in yoga is about cleaning, cleansing, purifying. Let's take a 3-legged dog for the stretch. Right leg to the sky, bend the knee, peel the hip space open, stay. Breathe, Ujjayi breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose, slight restriction back of the throat. Straight over to the other side. 3-legged dog, left leg lifts, bend, peel open, stay, breathe. We've got one more ragdoll, so walk your feet up towards the front of the mat, take your feet out wide. No prop for this one, bend your knees and hang. Opposite hand to elbow. If you want to take a shoulder stretch, if you want to take a sway or a bob or something else, then go for it. Remember, the more you concentrate and focus the mind, the more you're cleansing the plaque from your mind, the cloudedness from conditionings. Last breath here. Coming to a halfway lift, release the hands and toe heel the feet in. Forward fold, breathe out. You're going to slowly roll yourself up to standing. Lift up through the pit of the belly, unravel the spine, reach up, breath in, hands to heart, close your eyes. Let's Om, cleansing Om, breath in. Look after yourself, modify as much as you need to. Utilize this practice as an opportunity to purify physically, mentally, energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Look up, reach up, big breath in. Take your arms out wide, lead with your heart, forward fold, breath out. Coming to a halfway lift, breath in, forward fold, breath out. We do that half sun A again, reach up, big breath in. Forward fold, long breath out. Halfway lift, fill up. Fold back down, empty out. One more. Tadasana, inhale. Forward fold, however you want to with the arms, exhale. Maybe use the fingertips on the floor to deepen that forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. This time send the left foot back into a low lunge on your breath out. Sink down through the hips, take in a breath.
Come into pyramid on the out breath. So you're taking a hamstring stretch. Keep that right leg bent just a little bit so you can really fold through the hips. Hang over that right leg. Breathe. One more breath. Come into a low lunge twist. Send your right hand to the sky. Bend through the right leg. Take a breath in. Sink down through the hips on your out breath. Take one more inhale. We'll step back forward into a forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Right leg. Send it back. Breathe out. Sink down through the hips. Breath in. Pyramid, fold, stay, breathe. Be soft in your approach, focused in your mind. One more breath. Low lunge twist, left hand, reach it up to the sky, stay. Take another deep breath in, forward fold on your breath out. Halfway lift, inhale, fold back down, exhale. Use your fingertips to fold deeper into that forward fold. Tadasana, reach up, breath in. Samasthiti, hands to heart center, breath out. Close down your eyes, stand in your mountain pose for a moment. Every thought has a consequence because our actions and reactions start with our way of thinking, our conditioned mindset. So if we can clear it, if we can cleanse it and purify it, then we reduce the reactiveness of our behavior. Therefore, we reduce karma. Look up, reach up, big breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, fill up. Left leg, step it back, low lunge. Sink, breathe in. Pyramid fold, breathe out. Stay, full breath in. Long out breath. Twist, right hand goes up, low lunge, reach. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Right leg, step it back, low lunge, exhale. Sink in. Pyramid fold out. Stay, full breath in. Empty. Twist, lunge, left hand up. Forward fold, back foot steps forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold back down, breathe out. Reach up, Tadasana, fill. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. One more time, reach up, breath in. Fold, breath out. Lengthen halfway. Left leg, step it back, lunge. Sink, breathe in. Pyramid fold, breathe out. Twist, low lunge, inhale. Forward fold, Uttanasana, exhale. Lengthen out, breathe in. Right leg, step it back, breathe out. Sink. Pyramid fold. Twist, left hand, reach. Forward fold, empty the breath. Halfway lift, fill up. This time, high plank, step it back. First one, so set up, push the floor away, hug the thumbs, grip the mat, loop the shoulders, lift the belly. Breathe in, breathe out. Shift your weight forward as you breathe in, lower all the way down to your belly. 3 cobra poses. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release back down. 2 more, inhale, release, exhale. 1 more. If you want to take it into an up dog, go for it. Breath in. Downward facing dog. Breath out. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Peel it open again. Exhale. Stretch through the legs, through the hip. Breath in. Low lunge. Breath out. Coming up to crescent lunge. Reach the hands. Keep the pit of the belly lifted. Sink down through the legs. Loop your shoulders so your shoulders aren't up around your ears, and fix your gaze. Remember, every thought, let alone words and actions, starts with thought, has a consequence.
pyramid, drop the back heel. Send the hands, if not to the floor, if you can, take them to the back of the mat. If you can't take that, if your hands are on your leg, your right leg, then just stay there. But if you can slide the hands towards the back of the mat, even in flow, then go for it. Stay, breathe. This is going to take us to warrior one. So the feet are already as they need to be, both feet flat on the floor. You just bend through the right leg and sweep back up. Sweep the arms back up to warrior one. Open out into warrior two. Sink down, stay low. Stay engaged as well. Really deliberate in everything you do. That's where the focus and concentration really comes from. You're not just moving through automatic pilot while the mind's wandering off into reaction land. Reverse your warrior. Big breath in, stretch, stay. Awesome. One more breath in. High plank, breathe out. Hands windmill down, step your right foot back. So I do the second one, so take it slow. Breathe in, shift forward, lay down, breathe out. 2 cobras, inhale, lift up, or 1 cobra, 1 up dog, exhale, release. So you can take this into up dog if you like. Breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. For the left leg to go up, inhale, peel open, exhale. Stay, breathe, scissor. Low lunge, breath out. This brings us up to crescent lunge. So set up the legs, keep them low, arms reach up. Now we set up pyramid. So the arms sort of come forward, drop the back heel, and then they sweep back towards the back of the mat, as much as your legs will allow. Now if both feet stay grounded, we just bend the left leg again, sweep the arms up, Vira 1. Open out, Vira 2. Reverse. Breath in. High plank, breath out. Breathe in. If you're ready, come down to low into up dog. Otherwise, stick with cobra pose. In. Downward facing dog, out. Stay here for a moment. Take in 3 deep breaths. Remember, the whole point of yoga practice is the meditative experience, is to cleanse and clear the mind. We utilize this asana as moving meditation. Let's cleanse. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Bring it straight through now. Low lunge. Exhale. Now you're going to sweep up to crescent lunge. Breath in. And then sweep to pyramid, breath out. Hands towards the back of the mat. Come back up to warrior 1. So the back heel stays on the floor. Open out to warrior 2, empty the breath. Flip and reverse. Breath in, high plank, breath out. Breathe in your high. Modify if you need to. Come down to low, empty. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, exhale. 1 breath. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Crescent lunge, sweep it up. And then sweep it to pyramid, breath out. Coming up, warrior 1, breath in. Warrior 2, out breath. Reverse warrior, fill up. High plank, empty out. Stay, breathe in. Modify or intensify as you need to. Lower. Fill, up dog, empty back to down dog, stay 3 breaths. Now this is where we've got to be really honest with ourselves. Are we allowing our mind to be distracted? Are we reactive at all? Are we judging? We notice it. That's what our practice is all about, to notice what the mind's doing, what it's clinging onto or what it's being distracted by, and then being diligent in the process of bringing it back into focus. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale it through. Crescent lunge, fill up. Pyramid, sweep over.
Warrior one, in.
Warrior two, out. Flip and reverse. Breath in. High plank, breath out. From Dandasana, take a breath to Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Straight over to the left leg now. Inhale it up. Exhale through low lunge. Sweeping up, crescent, fill. Then sweeping to your pyramid, empty. Coming back up, Vira one, fill up. Vira two, empty out. Flip and reverse, fill again. High plank, send the hands to the floor, step the foot back. Breathe in, exhale down to low. Fill as you come up. Empty back into your downward facing dog. Stay, one breath. Let's continue the cleanse. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Crescent, fill. Pyramid, really sweep it.
Coming back up, warrior one.
Warrior two. Big breath in, reverse. High plank. Utilize your breath, especially, in the comfort of your own home. Maybe exaggerate it a little bit so you can really feel that here, that sweeping effect. Left leg, inhale it up, because it's clarifying, cleansing. Bring it through, low lunge. Crescent lunge, fill up. Pyramid sweep.
Coming back up again, Vira one.
Open out, Vira two. Reverse, breath in. High plank, breath out. Move, breathe, empty as you lower. Upward facing fill. Downward facing, just one more. Right leg, take it up, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Reach, crescent fill. Sweep, pyramid, empty. Come up, warrior one, fill up again. Warrior two, empty out. Flip and reverse, breath in. High plank, breath out. Hands down, foot back, breathe, empty. Fill up, sweep the breath in, cleanse the breath out. Left leg, inhale up. Exhale through. Crescent, fill up. Pyramid, fold. Warrior one, fill. Warrior two, empty. Reverse, breath in. High plank, breath out. Move through that connecting vinyasa. Let the breath sweep and cleanse and clean out all the little nooks and crannies of the self. Stay in your down dog, 3 deep breaths. Last breath. Now look forward, walk, step or float, front of the back. Straight into your halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Fold back down, empty. Reach up, Tadasana, big breath in. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti here, close your eyes. Just remind yourself it's all about the focus. Concentration leads us into that meditative experience where the cleansing happens. The more we can concentrate the mind, the less reactive it is, and therefore the less reactive it becomes in everyday life. Big breath in, reach up. Look up, forward fold, breath out. Take a halfway lift, separate your feet to hip width and pistol grip your big toes. Grab onto them, really peace fingers, wrap them around and use your arm strength to draw your chest down towards your thighs and your nose in between your knees, depending on your torso-leg relationship. You've got 3 more breaths to really utilize this forward fold, because where we're headed, it's necessary for the conditioning. Everything we do leaves an impression. Everything we think, every movement leaves an impression. Bakasana, crow pose. So
Set your hands up, shoulder width apart, grip the mat with your fingertips. Knees come in, rock your weight forward over your hands, and then the hips have to come forward with the shoulders for the feet to fly. 3, 2, Malasana, deep squat. One more breath. Gorilla. Lift your hips up, toe heel your feet in. Slide your whole hand underneath your feet, one either side. Again, lengthen and fold deep. Last breath. Release the hands out from underneath, toe heel the feet in. Come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Big breath in. Hands to heart. We're going to twist. Left elbow, right knee. If you've got side crow in your practice and you want to take it, go for it. Otherwise, just work on the chair twist. Lengthen the spine. Push the elbow into the knee, push the palms into each other. Maybe even gaze up, just for one more breath. Forward fold, exhale the breath out. And we come straight back into chair pose. Utkatasana, breath in. Hands to heart, straight to the other side on the breath out. Then lengthen, lock, rotate, gaze up, breathe. One more breath. Forward fold. Straight back into chair pose. Utkatasana, inhale. And then shift down to your boat pose, however you can get there, bottom on the floor. Just before you come into your boat, shift your body forward on your mat, because where we're headed, you'll need a bit of space behind you. Lift your chest, squeeze the pit of the belly in. If you need to place your heels on the floor or grab behind the knees, then do that for yourself. But make sure your core is really engaged. Breathe in. And then place your heels down and slowly roll. Tuck your pelvis. 5. One link of your spine at a time. 4, 3, 2, until you land on your back. And bring your right leg to the sky for a hamstring stretch. So interlace your hands. We're not going to be here for too long, so don't worry about if you've got straps handy setting up a hamstring hammock. We're only going to be here for 5 breaths. Just use your hands. Now, pistol grip your peace fingers around your right big toe. And then let the left hand go out wide or long, whatever it wants to do. Use the right hand to draw the leg down again for 3. For 2. Straight swap over to the other side. So release that. Just start with the hands behind the calf first. The right leg can be bent or long, up to you. And then however you can, you're going to pistol grip that big toe. If that means you have to bend that left leg a lot, then do that. But grab the big toe with your peace fingers, similar to what we did standing but one-legged version. Release the right hand, and now let the left arm do the work to draw the leg over. Happy baby. Hug both knees in, take them out wide, grab the feet. Now we're going to take both legs, pistol grip both big toes and bring them both towards the sky over your face. See if you can leave your lower back on the floor and use your arm strength to draw your legs up towards your face. Just for that pelvic tilt. And then see if you can start to draw the toes down above your head. So now your pelvis starts to lift up off the floor and you're coming to an upside down Paschimottanasana, Supta version. So it's a forward fold, but you're upside down. Hold it there, 3, 2. Slowly lower the hips back to the floor, release the legs, but keep the feet reaching up towards the sky. Now bring your hands in underneath your lower back, so they're supporting that lower back, core on. Lower the legs down towards the front of the room slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your head and shoulders, look at your toes, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly back up again, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep the legs lifting over towards the plow pose, 5, toes above your head, 4. Use your hands to push into the floor, 3, 2. Once they touch the floor, if they do, then slowly come back down again, 5, 4, 3, 2. And we're back to where we started. We've got 2 more of those, exactly like that. 5, towards the front of the room, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at your toes. You can release your hands for a little bit more effort. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly back up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep going overhead. You can bring your hands overhead to make it a little bit harder for yourself as well. 3, 2. Once the toes touch, slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2. You can keep your hands above head if you took that option. Otherwise, set the hands up again. Breathe in. 1 more, just like that. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your head and shoulders. Look at your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the toes going overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2. Once they touch, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy baby. Come back to your happy baby. And so now we're going to take it back into another yin posture we call snail pose. And I call this an intermediate to advanced posture because it's not something that a lot of us can hold for a very long amount of time. So it's basically a propped up version of plow pose. If it's not suitable for you for whatever reason, then don't do it. Your option is to do caterpillar, which is where we started at the very beginning of practice. Release your legs, grab your bolster and bring it above your head, not too close, give yourself a little bit of space. And then you're going to use your elbows to push your elbows into the floor, lift your hips up and over, and your shins are going to rest on the bolster. Your hands take your lower back or take the weight of your waist as a bit of support. And then we just stay here. Now for some of us this is going to be really intense. For others it's not going to be so bad. So I do recommend, if you're really intense, just stay for as long as you can. Maybe that's 3 to 5 breaths. And then roll out and set yourself up for caterpillar, which is what we did at the beginning, bringing the bolster underneath your knees and leaning over the seated version. So we're in the Supta version, the back version. You can do the seated version, just leaning over the legs. But stay in your snail pose as long as you can because it's really stimulating for your spine. The whole back chain of the body is getting a deep stretch, including the nerves through the back chain of the body. It's a big nerve tension. Where your shoulders are on the floor, the base of the neck, so C7T1, that's a big junction point of nerves as well, and we're compressing it, we're putting pressure on it, which when it's done safely, as it is propped, full awareness, focus, concentration, stimulates all the brachial nerves into our arms and hands. If you feel any discomfort whatsoever, then come out of it. Not ready, not worth it. Otherwise, stay in it for as long as you can. We've got, in class now, we've got about 10 more breaths. If you feel you could stay a little bit longer, then please do. Otherwise, 3 more breaths. When you're done, there's no rush. So as I said, if you feel you can stay a bit longer, then stay. Otherwise, rolling out, just hugging your knees into your chest. And we need to balance that out a little bit, so we're going to take a supported bridge. So bring your feet flat to the floor, reach up and grab your bolster, bring it around underneath your hips. Now you can just leave your feet flat on the floor and that's your supported bridge, or you can extend your legs out long all the way.
Oops. I'm a mess.
Just find this supported bridge and allow the front side of the body now to open gently. You can choose to stay here, or we're going to come up into a bridge pose. So keep your bolster as is though, because we're going to come back to this. So feet flat to the floor, lift your hips up off the bolster and tuck your shoulders in underneath. And then use your leg strength. You won't be able to extend your arms because your bolster is there. Just bend your elbows, put your elbows into the floor, reach your fingertips up towards the sky, use your leg strength to push the hips up so you get a deeper stretch through the front chain of the body now. Just for one more breath. And then come back to that supported bridge. So bring your hips back to the bolster, let your legs fall long. We're going to do one more. So you can either stay here in your supported bridge, you can come up into bridge, which is what we just did, or you can actually set yourself up for a wheel pose. Again, leave your bolster where it is because we're going to come back to here. So you're either staying, you're bridging, Setu Bandhasana, or you're wheel posing. If you're wheeling, then hands either side of ears, crown of head. Loop your shoulders, lift all the way up. Hold it here for 3. Get your hips up as high as they can go. Use your leg strength, core strength, glutes at the top end. 2. One more breath. Back to supported bridge. Place the hips on the bolster. If you're in wheel, roll out of it. Hips on the bolster, legs long. Bless you.
Thank you.
Keep the hips where they are, bolster where it is, float the legs to the sky. Viparita Karana we call waterfall in our yin practice. Again, option, stay here, waterfall, or keep the bolster where it is because we'll come back and meet here. Dig your elbows into the floor, lift your hips up and come into your shoulder stand. Everything we do is about purification. Purifying the body, purifying the mind and the emotions, purifying energy. Let's meet back in our waterfall. Slowly place the hips back on the bolster if you took it up into your shoulder stand. Stay here, 3 more breaths. Again, another option just to stay here in your waterfall or plow pose. Take your toes to the floor above your head. Send your sit bones to the sky. If you took plow, bend your knees and take Kanapidasana. Either rest your knees on your forehead, side of temples, side of ears. You can even hug the back of your knees or grab your feet. Again, we'll meet in waterfall. Bring your feet flat to the floor. Lift your hips, slide the bolster out from underneath. Keep it handy. We're going to take supported fish. So come to a seated position. Bring the bolster back so it's underneath your ribs. If you want to take soles of feet together, knees out wide, butterfly version you can. Allow your body just to fold over. Nice big deep cleansing breaths into your rib cage. Last breath. Peel yourself up off the bolster. Pop it off to your right hand side. Doesn't matter which side. We're going to take it into a twist. Utilise your bolster. Again, you don't have to. So bring the knees over to the side of your bolster or not. Stretch your arms out wide. Gaze the opposite way. Your knees back through centre. Keep them there as you swap the bolster over to the other side. And then swap the twist. Every thought, every word, every deed
creates a consequence. Our yoga meditation practice clears the karmas of consequence. It cleanses the mind so that the mind becomes less reactive. And therefore that universal law of cause and effect, of action-reaction, clears. Make your way into your Shavasana. If you want to bring the bolster in underneath your knees or somewhere else, then feel free to do that. Set yourself up for this final rest. body, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, head, neck, arms, legs. Rolling over onto your right hand side comfortably when you're ready. Just laying there for a moment. Every work that we do, every movement of the body, every thought that we think leaves such an impression. The importance of our moving meditation and all meditation practices, all concentration leading to meditation is that it cleanses the mind from the bonds of karma. Help yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed and bring your palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. And let's connect with the vibration of Om. Deep breath in. Thumbs to third eye, we bow. The whole universe resides within you, as it does within me. I honour that place in you. I also honour that place in me. When we're in that place, we are one. Together we say Namaste. Namaste. Thanks, Pete.
Thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you for joining us for your practice, whatever day it is, whenever it is. We hope to see you again really soon. Bye. Take care.
See ya.